Welcome to Fake Love and Flying Monkeys, the podcast where fake love is exposed. I'm Nova Gibson and I am your host. I'm the principal counsellor at Brighter Outlook Narcissistic Abuse Counselling.com.au. This space is dedicated to helping you reclaim your worth and understand the impact of toxic relationships with suspected narcissists. You deserve clarity, healing, and freedom from the pain of fake love and flying monkeys. So please leave a review and grab a copy of my book, Fake Love, Understanding and Healing from Narcissistic Abuse. Let's uncover the truth and take back your power. Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Fake Love and Flying Monkeys. How do you make the narcissist miss you after they've horrifically discarded you? How do you give them a taste, just a small taste of what you're feeling or what they put you through? Or maybe how do you make them miss you, because then you'll feel like you've got some type of revenge, or you've been able to inflict some kind of pain or punishment on the person who tortured you and hurt you more than any other person on the face of the earth. If you can make them miss you, then at least you'll feel just a little bit of vindication when they try and call you or text you, and you can just look at those messages and laugh and go, ha, you think I'm calling you back? You got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness, how empowering would that feel to know that you were able to get them to a place where they're now calling you, except you're in charge this time, and you're going to let them know exactly what it feels like by ignoring their calls, by letting them hang for a week, 2 weeks, and then maybe you'll drop them a line back going, what do you want? Or maybe you are still so trauma bonded to your abuser. Please see previous episodes on trauma bonding. And you would do anything to get rid of the horrible anxiety that comes with the withdrawal. And if you can just get the right strategies, if you can just get in the right proximity to them, then you can make them understand that they're going to miss you and they're going to be throwing away the best thing that they ever had. The trauma bonded victim will practically do anything to get the narcissist back in their life, just as an addicted heroin addict in withdrawal would do anything to ease the pain of withdrawal and get another fix. It's not about loving the drug, it's about ending the withdrawal. So if you are trying to make them miss you, well, you can't be too obvious, because they made it pretty clear and very sadistically clear in the end that they wanted nothing to do with you. So maybe if you just leave it a little while, give them some time to miss you, and then maybe you'll ring their mother. You'll just ring her and say hi, and that maybe she'll mention your name to the narcissist, and maybe you can make them miss you that way by reminding them of maybe the birth of your baby, when you put that for sale sign that you were so ecstatic about when you bought your first house. Maybe you can make them miss you by bringing up all of these amazing memories. Now, if you find yourself in either of these positions, then I want you to rethink what you're doing and get lots of support, because both of those scenarios will do nothing to hurt the narcissist, and they will do everything to hurt you and continue to hurt you, because the narcissist is still inside your head, which is exactly where they want to be. So I think the most important message that I need to get across in this episode, and there are so many, but I think the most important one is that you need to be in a place of healing where you are never thinking about making the narcissist miss you, but rather you are so busy with your new life, with trying to heal from the trauma of this relationship, that you are doing everything in your power to not have your abuser inside your head, and certainly making them try to miss you is the last thing on your mind. That's where I want you to be eventually. I want you to have this hypothetical brick wall between you and the narcissist where they're on the other side and you have no idea, nor do you care what they're doing. You don't care if they win $1 million. You don't care if they come down with some nasty transmitted sexually disease that's pretty nasty and contagious. No, you don't care what happens to them because you don't see or hear them. They're on the other side of that hypothetical brick wall, and you are never looking over there because, number one, you don't care, and number two, you are just too busy. That's where I want you to be. But if you are a person who is in one of those positions, please don't beat yourself up. I want you to get lots of support because both those scenarios, given the context of your abuse, are very, very normal. Irrational, but normal given the context of your abuse. Why wouldn't you want to try and make them just have the teeniest, tiniest little taste of what they put you through, which seems like it would be pretty easy to do. If you can just get them to miss you, then you would be in control. But we all know that that will never happen because the narcissist would simply manipulate you back only to discard you again, and the next time would be in more horrific circumstances than the last. And if you are still trauma bonded to your abuser and the withdrawal, the ruminating about them, just like the heroin addict ruminates about heroin 24 hours a day when they're in withdrawal, you want that pain to end and you have a craving. In other words, you think of unblocking them, and the craving builds and builds and builds and builds until there's nothing left to do than to unblock them. And then what happens? You get relief. The horrible craving has gone and the withdrawal pain has ended for a brief moment, only for the toxic cycle to start up again. So focusing on trying to get the narcissist to miss you is never a good idea because, as I said earlier, it means that they're still controlling you. They are inside your head. You're thinking about them and your mind is not on what it should be, which is going no contact, because it's so much harder when you're thinking about the very person who wants to stay inside your head and has made damn sure they never gave you closure so that they would remain inside your head. So I'm very sorry to all the people who started to listen to this episode and then felt a bit duped because they wanted this big list, this itemized list of everything to do to make that narcissist jealous. Buy this sort of makeup, get this sort of car, wear this sort of cologne or perfume. Make sure you go to their gym or their venue they dance at, and just subtly talk to someone else and try and make them jealous. I'm sorry if you thought I was going to give you this list that obviously was foolproof if it came from a professional, right? But if truth be told, I haven't actually duped you at all, because I am going to tell you right now exactly how to make the narcissist miss you. And the best way to do that is by going complete and utter no contact. Minimal contact, grey rock, if you share children or if it is absolutely unavoidable for you to see them. Now you might be thinking to yourself, well, Nova, that's going to make them miss me too, just like those other things and more that you just told me. So what's the difference? The difference, guys, is in your motivation, the intention behind your behavior. The outcome is the same. The narcissist is going to miss you, most probably, but the outcome for you is going to be healing in the no contact grey rock. When you go no contact with the narcissist, they miss you all right, but not in the same way that you or I would miss someone that we loved or once loved. When nothing works anymore and they can't control you, they miss you. They miss what they were able to get out of you, your reactions, the narcissistic supply that came from your pain, your house, your money, whatever it was that they were extracting from you. That's what they miss. They don't miss the person that you are, the little idiosyncrasies that make up who you are, your laugh, your smile. No. They miss how they could control you, and they want to regain that control because they're really missing all of that narcissistic supply they were getting from a target they put so much work into hooking. The narcissist simply misses all of the benefits they were getting from you, and they miss their ability to suck you back in or hoover you back in with the crook of their little finger. They're really missing how they could get you to cry at the drop of a hat. They're missing having you text them back the second they texted you or sent you those little question marks if you didn't reply instantly. There's no point in trying to remind them of that wedding song you used to dance to, or the birth of your baby, or that sign that you planted out the front of the first house you bought. There's no point, because there is no emotional attachment to those memories for the narcissist. They have so much meaning for you, but for the narcissist, sadly for you, it was just another Tuesday, and you can't make them miss what they never loved in the first place, painfully. So I guess the bottom line, guys, is if you are trying to make the narcissist miss you, if you're racking your brains around how to do this, then it's never going to work, because your headspace is still being occupied by your abuser. They're still controlling you, and you will never be on the same emotional playing field as the narcissist. You can't beat them at their own game because they don't have those emotions. So you will make them miss you, but you will be in a position in your life where you don't know about it because you're not thinking about them anymore. You're on the other side of that brick wall. And yes, they will miss the supply that they were getting from you, but you're not going to know about it. And you're going to be so busy and happy with your new life that you just don't care whether they miss you or not because you don't think about them. They have absolutely zero ability to impact your life ever again. And that brings us to the end of another Fake Love and Flying Monkeys episode. I hope you found that episode insightful, guys. The narcissist only misses what they were using you for. So please don't try and make them miss you to make yourself feel better, because it always backfires. Now, if you would like to have an individual Zoom counseling session with me, I am a professional counselor. All my sessions are online. Please see the link to my website where you can get more information in the description, where you will also find a link to buy your copy of my best-selling book, Fake Love. Please support the channel, guys. The best way to do that is to share. And I would love it if you could leave a rating and a review. Those things just help put the podcast, the episodes out into the algorithm, which is always so awful to try and get around. So please share. On that note, it's bye from me for now. Until the next episode, remember, you are worthy of love, and you are worthy of so much more than a lifetime of fake love and flying monkeys.